Hey there, welcome back. This is Nonchalant Productivity, a channel that I am currently working on and is brand new, and it's in regards to having low stress, smooth, chill ways of being productive that I have learned and will hopefully continue to do a better job at as time goes on. Just my personal experiences, just things that I think are nice to share with other people that are looking for productivity tips or wondering if certain things have worked for other people. Again, just sharing my experience. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about my fitness goals and the types of exercises that I do personally, and maybe you have felt similarly about your approach to different types of exercises and activities. Have you ever thought about the different types of goals that you have had in exercise, such as doing powerlifting or swimming or running or cycling, and how those things could be done together, or do they have to be done separately in that you can only do one or the other at a time? And what's the best way to approach that? Also, what is the best type of exercise? You see a lot of memes or things on the internet that talk about bashing on cardio because it ruins gains, bashing on CrossFit or whatever. There's so many different types of exercises out there. Some sources might say that body weight exercises are the best types of exercises. Others might say that powerlifting or more dynamic exercises such as kettlebells are the best type of exercises, or functional versus machines. Anyway, that is such a huge topic. I can't talk about all of that today. But what I want to talk about is just my integration of different types of exercises, which are not that widespread, but I think the ultimate thing is that this is just for regular people. It's not about trying to be an elite athlete. Maybe some of you are, or professional athlete, but just for the person that wants to stay healthy, feel good, avoid disease, be able to do stuff with your kids, be able to do things that you did when you were younger. And that's kind of been the struggle, or the goal, I should say, that I've had for a long time. I mean, again, I'm 39, I'm almost 40. I'm getting into the middle ages where everyone talks about falling apart, and a lot of people will make jokes or make say things about their age. Some people even in their 20s are saying things about how they don't feel as healthy or as well or as free of pain and aches as they did when they were younger. But that is all subjective, and it just really depends on the types of things you're doing and how you take care of yourself. But my personal goals, I want to be someone that is able to ride my bicycle for as long as possible, and that includes different types of biking, BMX biking, safely, of course, doing tricks, mountain biking. That's like the overarching priority, is to be able to do those things. But I can't just ride my bike all the time, right? I mean, it's important to also do resistance training. It's important to do other types of exercises. So I have found a way that works for me that I think could work for other people really well. So my priorities here, again, riding my bike, but the health component of it is being able to lower my A1C, decrease my chances of cardiovascular disease, fatty liver disease, osteoarthritis, inflammation. I mean, that's a big thing that is being talked about. Gut health, flexibility, mobility. Those are so much more important than anything as far as like aesthetic, or anything as far as like being able to move certain amounts of weight specifically. It's just being able to stay healthy and active and be able to bike as much as possible. So what I have built is a routine that includes 2 days a week of riding my bike, 2 days a week of weightlifting, and 2 days a week of running. So my week, for example, looks like this. My Monday, I will do weightlifting and I do full body exercises. I do that on Monday and Thursday. I give myself a few days in between to rest and recover from that activity. That includes doing squats, pull-ups, sled, step-ups, bench press, shoulder press, thrusters, all kinds of different things. I alternate 4 different workouts and they're done every 2 weeks. So I have an A, B, C, D. A on Monday, B on Thursday, and then the next week, C on Monday, and then D on Thursday. And I just keep alternating. And even though a lot of these workouts are 2 weeks apart, I have definitely found myself able to continue to increase the intensity. I focus on shortening my rest periods, and as I'm able to shorten rest periods more and more, I work on increasing weight, and I just manage those 2 variables. And by increasing the intensity from that standpoint, it will build fitness, it will build strength, it will build endurance. The other 2 days a week are of riding my bike. For example, Tuesday and Friday, I will ride my bike and I'll try to get 30 minutes to an hour and a half, somewhere in there, either on my mountain bike or my BMX bike. It's full body. I don't do it with the goal of trying to hit certain heart rates or hit certain distances. That part is a little bit more relaxed. I just want to have fun. I want to stay healthy. I want to work on tricks. I want to do new trails. It is a way that I'm able to be on my bike and have fun and also get exercise. And then the other 2 days I will run. So maybe on Wednesday and Saturday I do running. And I'm now up to doing 5 miles twice a week. I'm focusing on shortening the amount of time it takes for me to run. I do usually run a certain path around my neighborhood here, but I will run anywhere. And I like to do the treadmill depending on the day, or also run various roads around the town that I live in here. And I have found that doing these 6 days a week of exercise is the perfect balance. And that's for me, for my goal of being able to ride my bike. I actually usually will add 1 to 2 more days of bike riding in addition to what I'm doing. And I'll usually like ride for an extra 30 minutes on a day that I'm doing weightlifting or on a running day, for example. I am at a point where I'm able to maintain this exercise regimen. I'm able to increase the intensity, and I'm able to feel well and healthy, not too sore, not injured, not too exhausted. It's the perfect balance, along of course with a healthy lifestyle. So as far as what I use, like to keep track on Dropset app, it allows me to use a timer, put in notes. I'm able to put in my reps, my sets, and I just keep track of it as I do my exercises, and I keep it updated. I always try to time how long it takes me to complete the entire workout session. So if that is 10 exercises in an hour, I'll write down if it takes me an hour and 3 minutes or 58 minutes or however long it takes. And I do my rest. I keep track of my rest, and it's usually a range. It's not super strict. I'll say my rest for this exercise set are 30 seconds, or rest is anywhere between 1 to 2 minutes or 3 to 5, depending on the type of exercise I'm doing. And we can go into that at another time. For when I run, I use the Work Outdoors app. It's awesome. And again, it's an Apple Watch app, and it gives you a little map that shows you the route that you take. And it's nice because, again, using the Apple Watch, if you want to use your wireless headphones, you don't have to have your phone on you if you don't like having bulky extra things in your pockets or on your hips. The Work Outdoors app is awesome, but you can use any running app as long as something that does keep track of your distance and how fast you did it. And it is nice to have your heart rate as well, because for me, for my goals, when I do my running, I do like to understand my heart rate and my distance and my times, and then all that stuff is uploaded to Strava, which I love. It has an AI feature that describes how you did during your exercise, and it's just super helpful. And it's fun to read. It's fun to like read the little AI thing about your exercise. Also, I use the Whoop strap like I talked last time, and it is integrated my exercise along with my recovery and strain and the things that I talked about in the last video. And it's nice to see how my resting heart rate changes, my HRV, these other metrics of cardiovascular health. They are all on the Whoop app, and it's easy to read, and it's integrated really well with the rest of the Apple stuff if you are an Apple user. But if obviously if you're an Android, you can use that too. So I like this balance of these three different types of training. My legs are not too sore to run and to do squats on back-to-back days. I have designed these workouts to be in such a way that they're not too heavy on one part of the body. For example, if I work out and I have squats or deadlifts or a lot of lower body things, or on a Monday, let's say, on Tuesday when I'm riding my bike, I am using my legs, but I'm also using my upper back, my arms, my shoulders, my core. And so it's not as heavy on the legs itself. And because I make that biking activity more of a casual, fun focused rather than strenuous, high intensity, I am able to still get a decent amount of recovery, active recovery through that. And then when I run the following day, because my exercises from a couple days before are focused on utilizing the aerobic energy systems more so than anaerobic, I'm able to do my runs without any issues, even if I had a little bit of delayed onset muscle soreness, because I'm not trying to hit reps on my legs of like 3 to 6 of super heavy weight, and I'm focusing more on doing squats in the ranges of 10 to 15 reps. I am very easily able to still run and make progress in my running, and that's something that I've been very happy about. My motto for this is having balance and moderation with the different types of activities that I do. I personally have found that doing the 2 days a week, 2 days a week, 2 days a week has been perfect for being able to accommodate and fit my goals. So if you have a goal such as, to be a really, really fast, strong cyclist, you may not do as much running as I do, or maybe not as much weight training, but there is definitely still room to have different types of training depending on what your goals are. So if you're like me and you just want to be able to ride, or you just want to be healthy, or just want to focus on improving your cardiovascular health, there's so many ways of doing it, and your body's so capable of different types of challenges and adaptations that you'd be surprised how much improvement you're able to make doing this style of an exercise regimen. So my recovery is a one full day I don't exercise, and sometimes I'll do 2 days, and that would mean that I don't get one of my other exercises in, but that's okay. I don't put that much stress on myself to make sure I get 6 days a week in. I'm pretty happy if I can get 5 in, or even 4 sometimes, but I try to overall hit 5 to 6 days a week, and I'm actually pretty good about doing that. But I do like to have a full rest day. Other recovery things I do, such as stretching every day. I hit the sauna on the days that I am at the gym, so 2 to 4 days a week. I like to walk my dog. I always get massages every month to help ease up some of the stiffness that you can get in your muscles from doing a lot of exercise. But yeah, it's important to focus on your recovery and rest as well. Getting good sleep, good hydration, these things are imperative to being able to stay healthy, along with diet and stress management and all that other stuff, which we could talk about another time. So yeah, let me know if you have ever struggled to figure out how to balance all of your different exercise and activity goals. What have you found that works for you? Or if you try out this style of doing 2 days a week of 3 different activities, let me know if that works for you as well. I'm feeling strong, healthy. I'm able to do the stuff that I want to do every day. I don't succumb to the idea that I'm just breaking down into nothing, because we can really do a lot to help make ourselves feel well for a long period of time. Of course, we all have medical issues and ailments, and I have some myself which I have struggled with and I can talk about in another video, but this is our one body and it's important to take care of it. Sometimes it's hard to figure out exactly the best way to do that, but hopefully this helps a little bit, and let me know what your experience is as well. And until next time, thank you very much for checking it out. I'm gonna keep working on it, at least 1 to 2 videos a week. And this is Nonchalant Productivity. Thanks a lot. Bye.